Okay, I want to just comment in this video about the two most disgusting boxing matches I've ever seen, and that's both in this month. The first one was Abner Mares against Agbeko. Agbeko, in my opinion, won the fight. If you take all the low blows, there was no way Mares should have been credited that fight. Anybody that's watching it that knows boxing, you can't take away the damage that a low blow does to a boxer. And for that ref, after the fifth low blow, and that ref, I don't even remember his name. This guy is the most ridiculous ref I've ever seen in my life. He shouldn't even judge boxing. I could have done a better job, and I'm not a boxing judge. But anybody with any vision or anybody with any right mind would know that that fight should have not gone that way. Because he did not penalize Mares for the low blows round after round, it gave Mares the confidence to keep throwing those low blows. It also gave Mares the confidence that he wasn't going to lose the fight regardless of what kind of punches he threw. So that opens up the mind, it opens up the door not to allow Mares to get pressured or any frustration from Agbeko. Agbeko was the better fighter. He fought a classy fight. He should have won the fight. That's why penalties are supposed to be placed on a boxer for low blows, because it's a psychological, not only is it physical damaging to the opponent, but it's also a mental. And everyone knows that boxing and all sports are mental. So that fight was ridiculous. That judge should be out of the ball game, man. He's gone. He's a goner. If I ever see him judge another fight, then there's something wrong with the boxing federation to allow that guy to judge a fight, man. My grandma could do a better job. She can't see. The other fight is another fight I just saw tonight. Rosinsky against Rodriguez. This is ridiculous. Rosinsky backed his opponent up every round. The guy was defending. He wasn't actually asserting himself against Rosinsky. Rodriguez was defensive the whole time. And I had this fight scored 6 rounds to 5. Or I'm sorry, 6 rounds to 4 for Rosinsky. Why? Supposedly he's the underdog. So sure, he has to put on a good fight, but I thought he did. He backed the guy up the whole fight. He was never hurt. He landed more body blows. He landed more jabs. I don't know what these judges are looking at. They scored the fight 100-90 in favor of Rodriguez. You know, I'm frustrated as a fan of boxing to watch all these fights get awarded to the wrong opponent. It's very discouraging. I'm sitting there watching the fight thinking that here's this guy 14-0 coming up against a guy who's favored to win the fight 19-0. And you know, this guy's a hard worker, enters the fight, does his best job, and the fight goes to the other guy 100-90. A landslide. It's very discouraging to be a fan and see this shit happen over and over in all these fights. What is wrong with these judges? Are they being paid off? I think the boxing commission needs to look, because the fans are looking at something else. And even you broadcasters, Antonio Tarver, and the likes of all you others, you guys will sit there and say, yeah, I had this fight scored, you know, maybe a draw, or maybe Rodriguez, or even Rosinsky slightly. Man, I saw the fight, man. He backed that guy up the whole fight. He threw way more jabs. He controlled the fight. There was only 1 or 2 instances where I felt that Rodriguez had the upper hand. And if a fighter is dominated and backed up round after round after round, that tells you that he's backing up because he fears his opponent and that he just can't get in there and box with him. You know, and so that was another big, you know, disappointment. I really do think that the boxing judges need to be changed out. They need to come up with something else, man. It's really discouraging, and it has to be even more discouraging for the fighter. I can't imagine how Agbeko or Rosinsky feel about those losses. It has to be very demoralizing to know you won the fight, but you lost the fight. Okay, that's it for this commentary. I hope see if somebody agrees. If you agree, leave me a message. Or maybe I'm just seeing it wrong, but I know that's not true. I just said that, but let's just see what you guys have to say. Okay.